Cool guys, so this is video 4. This is the process on how to actually use this Trello board for active retention. So we've talked about communication, on how to communicate with our members, and this is a way of communicating in terms of to each other as a team. So the better communication we have, the better service we can provide. That is sort of long-term and sustainable, and making sure we're keeping on top of things. Um, cool. So how this process works: um, when a free trial signs up on Zen Planner, either Zach or Mike will add them to the free trials tab, and here they'll write their full name and number, just in case. So we'll get the number down just in case. We can just, if we do know that they're coming in today, just dropping them a text, maybe saying, hey man, see you tonight, looking forward to meeting you, or some shit like that. um, if you do find that their name isn't on here and you know that you're taking someone, you can just add the name yourself, and just type it in here. Cool. And then just add card, click on it, and then you can add information on terms of what time they're coming, um, and stuff like that. Even if you have a friend that wants to come in, you can add it in here. Cool. So the next stage is you've done the free trial. They're keen to join up, and you've filled out the form and you've put it in the tray ready for Mike. The next stage is to come back to this Trello board and then just fill out information on them. So you should have taken a photo of them. Yeah, you should have taken a photo of them. So all that information gets put into this part here. Cool. So if you open it up, here's an example. So someone that came in last night, good guy, soccer player. He's watching and follow it, blah blah blah. So try and get as much information as possible out of them. So that's that empathy part, trying to get to know our members as much as possible, and just try and give as much information as possible for the next coach, whoever takes them. So for example, we've got here expected next class time. So he said he's going to come next week on Tuesday at 5:45. Expected normal class time, he'll be between the 4:45, 5:45, depending on work. Um, booked barbell intro. Um, so he's booked in the intro for the barbell. So I've forgotten to take a photo of him and sign the waiver, so you need a reminder when he comes in next. And just try and test. See, it also depends on the workout of the day, but depending on, you could sort of give the other coaches a gist of how this guy moves or not. So you can give we give a 1 to 5 rating, 5 being really good, 1 being bad on hip range of motion. So we didn't really get to see it in the workout today, so it didn't not completed. Shoulder range of motion, hip and shoulder, didn't really get to see it. But fitness wise, he was about 3 out of 5. Sorry. So yeah, you just click it in here, type it in, and then press save. From there, if cool, so Mike and Zach should be already tagged to this. If they're not, just add members to the card so you get notifications. Cool. So once you've done that, you'll add a due date, which will be a week from. Sorry, you'll add a due date, which will be his next class time. So he's coming in on Tuesday, so the 21st. Save, and this will give you a reminder that he's coming in today, and so on. Cool. So you just close that. If you do have the photo, you just go attach. Computer, if it's on your phone, it'll say other files, and then you just pick a photo. Cool. And then they'll bring them up here. So obviously that's not Scott, but the photo you should have should be in it. So you can do this on your phone as well. And so this will just let all the other coaches know what the member's full name and also what he looks like, so we can look out for them. And part of the value of the philosophy again is their empathy. Us knowing them before they even know us is a good start into retaining them long term. Cool. So once you've got all that information in, the form's ready in the tray. You just drag them over to pending membership, and just want to make sure that Mike is attached to this board. So this will let him know that he needs to check the first payment for this member. Once that member's payment has come in, he can set them up on Zen Planner, and then their membership's ready to go. Once they come in for that first class, once their membership is confirmed, Mike will drag them over into the new member section. Cool. And then that's where we as coaches should be checking every day who's in the new member section. Once again, on that empathy thing, just trying to get to know our members as much as possible, reading their profiles, reading their fitness abilities, so we know how to get the best out of them in their workout if we do know a little bit more information on them. Also, you'll need to put in another due date after they've done their first class, which is a week from their, I think it's a week from their first class. Once they've done that, you'll drag them over, and then they're ready for their first part of the active retention plan on how to maintain them and how to keep them long term. That will be another video. Cool. Hope this helps. Any questions, just hit me up. Cheers.